The Prem playoffs are back. It is time for the semi-finals of the Premiership rugby. We just had the final round. It was an absolutely awesome round of rugby, some really close games, and the teams are now set up. The games are ready. It's going to be absolutely awesome, this kind of round of semi-final games. There definitely is two teams that probably are the favorites, but that being said, both the teams that are challenging the away teams are really good teams playing on some incredible rugby right now, on the kind of form, the right form at the right time in the season, training up at the right time. I do suspect that there might be one team that is playing away that might get a really shock result away from home. So that's going to be really fun to watch. But that being said, in this video, I'm going to be giving my preview and predictions for both the semi-final games, what I think is going to happen, who I predict is going to win, and who I think is going to end up being the winner of the final as well. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Now, I only did my first Prem video last week. I've been following the URC and the Super Rugby a bit more. So this is my second Prem video, but I have been following the Prem and I really do enjoy watching the Prem playoffs. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I think it's going to be no different than the URC semi-finals as well. Some really close games. But if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to subscribe and hang around. There's going to be a lot more content coming up. The International Nations Cup, the Nations Championship as well. There's going to be some really good things happening. Player ratings, match reviews, match predictions, all of that coming. So if you do enjoy the content, hit the subscribe button and hang around. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Alright, let's get right into it. Starting off with the first game for the weekend, Northampton Saints versus the Leicester Tigers. Now this is a massive rivalry in the Premiership as well. So outside of this being a semi-final game, this is a massive game in general, and I think this being a semi-final makes it even bigger. It's going to be absolutely awesome. The Leicester Tigers have been playing really well recently. Well, to end off the season, they've had some really good results, and to be honest, I at the start of the season did not think, based on how Leicester Tigers were playing, that they would make the semi-final, but now they honestly have a chance of beating this Northampton Saints team who's been really good. But I think they've kind of not dipped down. Their form hasn't dipped, but they've kind of been a bit stagnant with their form. They haven't really gotten better in the last few weeks now, leading into the semi-final. That could be a thing if they're priming themselves, getting ready for the semi-final, getting ready to go all out in this game. They are playing at home. They have some incredible players as well. I mean, Henry Pollock. I mean, there's some incredible players in that team. JJ van der Mescht, Tommy Freeman as well. There's some really good guys in that team, and I cannot wait to watch how they're playing. There's been some guys as well that have really broken through and had some very good seasons as well, and I think Northampton does have a lot more depth than the Leicester Tigers. But the one thing that the Leicester Tigers team does have is they have a lot of grit, a lot of determination. They play the game the right way, and I think Leicester Tigers has just always been playing rugby in a way that suits a playoff match. They kind of play that tightly contested, play the ball in the right areas kind of rugby, which really does suit playoff rugby. And if a team like the Northampton Saints doesn't pitch up, I really do feel like the Leicester Tigers could capitalize and get a win away from home. That being said, it is probably time for my prediction right now, and I do think Northampton Saints will win this game, but I think it's going to be a very close game. It's going to be an absolutely bruising battle on Friday night. I cannot wait for it, but I do think Northampton Saints will be the team that does win it, but I will not be surprised if the Leicester Tigers do kind of pull off an upset here. They do have that kind of rivalry element, which when it comes to these rivalries, any form before that game, or even for a semi-final, any form before that game goes out the window. It all matters about what happens on the day, because what happens on the day is what's most important. I mean, can you just remember that 2023 World Cup semi-final? Me, as a Springbok fan, watching that game thinking, I kind of knew before that game that England was going to pitch up. England is a very good playoff team. And what happened? South Africa had a very good win against the tournament favourites, France. Next week, England really dominated South Africa in that game. And yes, South Africa won that game, but they probably weren't the better team on the day. So it all depends for what happens on the day. It's all about the game on the day and how the team pitches up and how they manage those critical moments in the game. Leicester Tigers has some incredible players, some really good England players as well. Maybe looking at the depth, not as strong depth-wise as Northampton Saints, but the thing with Leicester Tigers is they have a very good synergy as a unit. They're very cohesive as a unit as well, and they know how to play the game the right way. They're a very well-coached team, and that might just be the kind of difference in this game on Friday night. But that being said, I do think Northampton Saints will be the team that does win it, just because of the kind of quality star players they have, the kind of quality guys that can just make those big breakthrough moments. But if Leicester Tigers does hang in there in the first kind of half and hang in there until the 60th minute, I see this game going down to the wire, and I cannot wait for it. So let me know who you think is going to win between the Leicester Tigers and Northampton Saints down below in the comments. I think it's going to be an absolutely awesome way to start the Prem semi-finals. Moving on to Saturday's game, we have Bath vs Exeter Chiefs. Now, just as excited as I am for the Friday night game, I cannot wait for this one on Saturday. Now, I don't know if this is as big of a rivalry as Northampton Saints versus Leicester Tigers. If it is, let me know in the comments down below. I just know of that Northampton versus Leicester rivalry and how they don't like each other when it comes to the rugby side of things. Obviously, a lot of respect there still. But Bath and Exeter are two very exciting teams this year. From the start of the season, I always thought Exeter was one of those teams that could be one of the favourites to win it. They've got some really good signings this year. I mean, Hooper's been an absolutely awesome signing for Exeter. Emmanuel Faber-Bosso has been really good this year for them as well. Of course, Len Egertal's been injured, but Joseph Dweba has also been a great signing for them. I think this game is going to be really close, and it's very difficult to make a prediction. I really am struggling to kind of think who is going to win this game, why are they going to win this game. To be honest, the same way as I thought with the Glasgow Warriors vs Bulls game last week, I don't see a way, I don't see it possibly in my head how Bath is going to break Exeter down and how Exeter is going to break Bath down. I just don't see it. So I think it's going to be a really close game. It's going to be a titanic battle, and I think it's going to go down all the way to the wire. That being said, I will have to go with the home team again. I think Bath will just take it. Playing at the Rec, Bath at home is they play so much more comfortable at home. They look like such a better team at home. Yes, Exeter is good away from home, but the same thing with Exeter. They play much better at home as well. I think with the Leicester Tigers is they can go away from home and put some big performances up. They kind of have that style of rugby that suits that, but Exeter is kind of one of those teams historically that do play better at home. Same for Bath as well. So I do have to give Bath the advantage for being the home team. So that being said, I'm going with Bath to win this one. I think it's going to be a very close game as well. I probably do think if you're not an actual avid rugby fan, avid rugby watcher, this might be a more fun game to watch. I think Bath vs Exeter Chiefs will be a more fun game to watch. Maybe a bit more expansive depending on the weather this weekend. Maybe that Northampton vs Leicester game might be a bit more compact, close, low scoring game. I do see this Bath vs Exeter game, the scoreboard really racking up. That being said, it could also be the complete opposite and it could be a low scoring affair as well. I just think Bath has the kind of manpower, the players to really get it over the line. But that being said, Exeter has the players as well to really pull off something special in this game. They've signed all these players for a reason, and I think they are clicking at the right time as well. So I'm going with Bath, but I would not be surprised if Exeter or Leicester Tigers win their away games as well. But it's going to be an awesome weekend of Premiership Rugby. If you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I really appreciate all the support. Let me know your preview and predictions down below. Let me know who you think is going to win. Let me know who's your favorite team as well. I cannot wait for it. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.